I guess I'll break it down from the time I came to this country. See, I'm not even from here. Everybody think I'm from here, but I was born in Guyana. You know, came up here when I was 10. Um, Damn, you can see the gray hairs on the top of my head now. I came up here when I was 10, and I never went back. There's a lot of reasons why I didn't, but one main reason is, and that's the other thing. Incidentally, my grandfather, my mother's dad, died this year too, just a little while ago. So my mother had to go down. My mother, my aunt, my cousin Chris that died, had to go down and bury my grandfather, and it just feels so surreal. I never had this much tragedy in one, like, hit all at once. It's surreal. We're trying, financially. Things is hard, but I guess with God's help, everything is gonna be fine. I pray, my family prays, and hopefully you guys pray for all of us. I know a lot of you lost people, and it's indescribable. Like, I really don't know what it's like not to have your parents around. And like I said, I feel it, especially with my dad. And it's like we're just sitting and waiting for the bad news and shit. Like, even though we pray and we hope for the best, my dad is really, he's not doing a lot of things on his own anymore. And in some aspect, his body is not, I guess, responding the way he wants it to respond anymore. Like, when he falls down, I remember one time, my dad has this thing where he likes to rearrange furniture. Like, that's his, I don't know, in his head. He'll get up and all of a sudden he want to switch the furniture around. But I remember one time he was moving some furniture and he just started falling, and I saw him and I caught him. I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" He was like, "Yo, what happened, man?" I'm like, "What you mean, what happened? You was about to fall." And he was like, "Man, what's going on?" That's the first time we started noticing stuff like that. And what really took the cake, though, what made me realize that my pops is losing it, like, he had moved out to Atlanta and lived with my brother and my sister, because him and I had an apartment out here in New York. But it was in his name. But I'm junior, he's senior. But the landlord came one day and was like, "Yo, I need to speak to your father. Where is he or whatever?" I said, "He's on vacation." No. The landlord's like, "No, he's not. He needs to get back here, whatever. So I called him up. I was like, "Yo, Pops, this dude is wilding out. He's saying that you don't live here no more," which he didn't. And if you don't come back, that we're gonna have to move or some shit like that. I don't know shit about the apartments or whatever. But so my dad was like, "Well, what do you want me to do?" And my mom's got on the phone and spazzed on him like, "Yo, you better get down here, whatever." So now my pop jumps on a bus, and what made me realize something was wrong, like he started getting dementia, was He came down here, and he was here for 5 hours before he knew where he was. Like, he didn't remember where he was going, so he actually got lost in a familiar area I grew up in, that he raised us, you know. And I remember he got off the train at where the Barclays Center is right now. Back then, the Barclays Center wasn't there. He got off the train there, and I had an ex-girlfriend that lived only like a block away. So I called her. I was like, "Yo, my dad is by you. He has dementia. He don't know where he at." So I called him. Actually, he called me. Thank God. Like, and then that's when I was like, "Pops, what the fuck? Where are you?" He's like, first he was talking like he was disoriented. He was like, I don't know, and all this stuff. I was like, oh my God. So now I jumps in my car. You know what I'm saying? Because I asked him, look at the sign. I said, where you at? He told me Atlantic Avenue and Flatbush. I said, you on Flatbush? I said, all right, stay there. It takes me about a half an hour from where we live to get to where he was. So I'm driving, I'm speeding. At the same time, I called my ex-girlfriend. I was like, yo, can you go pick my dad up? She was like, why? What happened? I said, yo, he's out there, and I don't want him to walk off because he has dementia. I don't want him to get lost. Let me, just grab him and hold him for me until I get there. She was like, all right. So she runs out of the crib, jumps in her car because she was like 10 minutes away. And she said he started to walk where she pulled up. So she just kind of caught him. And then had him sit in her car, and I get there. Pops is in the car next to her. I said, what happened, Dad? He's like, I said, where's your luggage? He don't know where his suitcase was. Nothing. So we get on. I get him. Jumped in the car. I told her thank you or whatever. And then she was like, what's going on? She's like, yo, your pop's okay? I said, I thought he was. So she was like, yo, what happened? Pops ain't know where his luggage was. So I asked him what happened. He was like, he got lost when he got off the bus. He didn't know which way to go. I said, you could have called me. I could have came and got you from the bus. I said, I didn't know what time your bus was arriving or none of that. Or else I would have actually went to the bus, make sure I got him. I didn't know what was going on. But because of the dementia, he didn't call me. I guess he forgot he was coming down. It's a strange thing. I remember a friend of mine told me she started crying when she went out to eat with her grandmother. And the dementia is like so bad with her. Like, I never heard nothing like that. She picked up the fork and knife and they was looking at the menus and she was trying to eat the food in the menu. We got to take care of our loved ones, man. That's why it doesn't pay for... someday this might happen to you. You know what I'm saying? And when you be disrespectful to your kids and treat them wrong and stuff like that, that's why a lot of people don't think about the future and what's coming, man. My daughter's seen it all, and she's just like, Dad, are you gonna be that? Are you gonna get like that? I said, I can't even tell you. I said, I know one thing. If I do feel like I'm heading that way, I don't want to burden her. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to burden either one of my kids. I have 2 daughters. One 14 and the other one is 2. She's still little. I love her to death. But yeah. I've been working out because All this stuff happens because our family don't eat right. Nobody works out. Nobody's in shape. Um, we eat a lot of that West Indian cooking. Y'all know what that's like, right? Mm. We talking about roti, curry chicken, uh, pasta, sugar cane. You got pine tarts. You got pone. You got all that Guyanese delicacies. I mean, you name it. We just, you know what I'm saying? So I guess because of that, and especially on my father's side, like my father has like 7 brothers and like 8 sisters or some shit like that, and mostly all of them died from strokes. So I'm trying, man. I'm trying to not. I'm not. I'm trying not to be a statistic. So I'm trying to do it differently. If I die, I want to die peacefully in my sleep. And if that doesn't happen, I tried. You know, I want my family to know that I love them. I love all of you guys. And I don't know if y'all might use this at my eulogy or whatever, but it is what it is. You know. Hey, you sitting over there. You. No, I'm just playing. Love you guys. You know. Um. Yeah, but for now, I guess next time, give this, I don't know, 30,000 likes. Um, I'm coming back with story time. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what I used to do growing up, which is real interesting. You guys are fucking gonna, you would never believe this was the life I used to live. Like, you know. And then a lot of people are shocked to see, like, some people that they know, they actually thought they knew, but they don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have friends that had no idea that I did some of the things I did. But, subscribe when that video comes up. Find out. One.